Good morning, I'm Maurice Penna of MNCP Farms with Penna Gourmet Olives. I'd like to take this time to show you how to utilize our Sicilian style olives that we grow on farm. We ferment and we process here. It's a natural lactic acid fermentation, so there's no additional chemical preservatives added to it or anything like that. It's a very simple product that you can make that's a wonderful flavor. It can be utilized at parties, or you can have it in your refrigerator. You pull it out, you let it temper for 15-20 minutes before a meal, and you can have 2, 3, 4 olives every night along with your meal, and it'll help pick it up because of the flavors and everything else. And it just gets better with time up to a point. After doing this preparation, you can probably have it sitting in the fridge for probably 4 weeks, as long as it's kept refrigerated. And when you get ready to use it before meal, you pull it out and it'll warm up a little bit, and the olive oil that's congealed will dissolve. And then you can just kind of stir it, mix it up again, so you just increase the marinade. So let's start. I'm going to show you how to crack the olives, because we've had people ask us before, how do we go about cracking the olives? It's real simple. You have a nice round olive like that. It's firm, but you don't want to crack it so much that it will explode or crack down the pit. So you just use something, heavy glass, drinking glass, or a bottle with some product in it, and you just give it a nice crack like that. You can see it's... So let me just finish these up here. And by cracking them, it helps absorb the marinade and the spices. That's what it kind of looks like. It's the skin's cracked. It's cracked to the pit, and so now that'll soak up your marinade. You got your olives cracked now. The next thing is your garlic, and you just, for me, you can either use a garlic press, or I just kind of like to crack it, and I take, if the garlic is like this right here, you can see there's a green stem as the later seasoned garlic is starting to push to where it's like it's getting ready to be planted. So what you do is you take that little green piece out of there, and then just crack them. The next thing you want to do is you want to add some color in there, and we like to add carrots and red pepper. So you just kind of cut it on the bias. You cut them kind of thin. You don't want real thick pieces of carrot. That goes in your container, and then your pepper and your onion. I like to keep it in larger pieces, so I just kind of make it into chunks. You can see those are chunks like that, and the vinegar is going to soften this type of product. Your carrots not so much, but your onion and your pepper, it'll soften those, and so you'll end up with almost like the vinegar cooks it. And then your onion, you just do the same thing. Apologize for the bowl. Okay, so now you've got all your veg in there. So now your marinade For this amount right here, and we will have this as a recipe on our website, you put about 4 ounces of wine vinegar. I prefer wine vinegar for my taste buds, but you may like some other type of vinegar. And so then just add our olive oil, bring it up to 8 ounces. So with that amount of marinade for that container right there. And that's for 5 pounds. I guess I'm getting ahead of myself since it's a relatively new experience. This is how we'll be shipping the product in a 5-pound bag, and it's a Ziploc, so if you feel that you don't want to utilize the whole amount, you can utilize a portion of it instead of 5 pounds, but then you can reseal it. But you wouldn't want to get rid of any of the brine that's in there, because you're going to need the brine to keep the product fresh. Or better yet, you can take it and put it in a quart, okay? So now you got that in there. I would take, depending on how hot you like your product, use a tablespoon of hot pepper flake in there. And if you want it hotter, you can add more of that. And I like to stay with kind of the Southern Italian flavor profiles. And so I would put probably about a half a tablespoon of anise in there. Just stir it up. I wouldn't touch this product, and I try and do it like about 4 days before you're having a function, so it would have a chance to soak up the marinade. But you can see, I'll just put some of this out. So you see your carrots, your peppers, and your onion all bring color to it. And I can tell you right now, this is a wonderful dish. Sicilian olive salad. Look to our website for the recipe, and hope to be hearing from you soon.